All right, here we are. We're in Washington, D.C., the U.S. Capitol behind us. Now, you can see from the way I'm dressed, it's still a little chilly. We're at the end of winter. The light is at the end of the tunnel. But it's been a long winter of training indoors. And I figured with this gravel ride of the week, we're going to get outdoors and we're going to go and see the real world. Now, if you've been like me, you've done a bunch of rides indoors on Zwift, you're a little tired of the virtual world. And today, I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to ride to the closest Zwift course that I have to me. And that is the Richmond Zwift course. So it's going to be a 2-day event for me, riding from the US Capitol all the way through to the Virginia Capitol in Richmond to go and check out that Zwift course. So this is going to be an interesting ride for sure. Obviously, you know, this kind of area, not a whole lot of gravel, but I am on the gravel bike. I'm prepared for whatever the terrain is going to throw at me. After the winter, you never know what's on the side of the road and what other obstacles I might face. But I'm prepared, I'm ready. Let's go check it out and ride capital to capital and see the real world Zwift course. Woo! All right, here goes nothing. The flags tell the story of what awaited along this journey. Okay, I am out of the city and on the other side of the river right now, Potomac River, heading along Mount Vernon Trail, and thank goodness that crazy wind is now behind me. So I think I'm going to have a little bit of a tailwind along some sections of this ride. I am not going to complain about that today. Woo! Next up, Reagan National Airport. This is gonna be a good one. Check it out. The enthusiasm of the ignorant. If only I knew what still awaited. Alright, we're off of the Mount Vernon Trail onto the 4-mile run trail now. I think I'm gonna get some more wind as soon as I'm out of these bridges. Oh boy. What am I getting myself into? The reality of the day's conditions were beginning to set in, and the excitement from earlier began to fade quickly. Okay, this is freaking insane. This is the most I've struggled ever. Try and record some video for this channel. Into a blockhead wind, I've got to keep all control on the bike. Can't dare take my hands off of the handlebars for too long with these gusts. Woo! Okay, this is gonna be a long day. About my good ball. I just have to hold on for dear life. I've never been so excited about a left turn ever. And just about a mile, I'm turning off of this trail, and then this headwind might just turn into a little bit of a tailwind. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Let's see. Wind direction be in my favor. Yeah, feels so much better. I might actually be able to get this day done. With the wind becoming less of a factor, I could enjoy a few easier miles along some trails as I made my way through to the George Mason University campus, filled with its roaming autonomous delivery pods. Making our way onto the quieter country roads now. Heading towards Clifton, that's where we're going to head for our first lunch break. And hopefully these roads will be good to me. Hopefully the roads will be good to me. We'll get back to that wish a little later. At least for now, I was having a blast after my caffeinated pit stop in Clifton. Now I'm having fun. This is where we come alive. Riding on this road through a busy metro area isn't exactly my cup of tea, but put me out here on a quiet backcountry road. Love it. One thing about a gravel back road is that it's steep. Got a lot more punchy little climbs back here. Check this out. The handful of gravel roads outside of Clifton and a short stretch along a quiet paved country road provided the last peacefulness of the day. Things were about to get intense. Alright, so I haven't been recording much because I've just been trying to stay alive on this road. This is freaking ridiculous. Out of Aden on a road called Fleetwood. I'm having to pull off of the road every 5 minutes to let convoys of cars like this come by on a road that has zero shoulders. And you know what's the worst thing about it? Is that this is actually a road that has constant signs next to it. US cycling road. And this is just ridiculous. So if you're ever in this area, do not ride this road. I've got about another 5 miles to try and survive on this road. I'm so far in, so now I have to just get it done. The problem is I think a lot of these cars are trying to avoid a busy interstate I-95 and they're taking these back roads. So now I'm stuck in all this traffic. This is just ridiculous. All right, 5 miles, I gotta get it done. Get off of this road. Lies. Complete and utter lies. It's not a cycling route. I simply had enough of the constant stream of cars and even resorted to walking alongside the road at this point. I wish I could say that getting to this turnoff was the end of the day's challenges, but a few more miles of frustration awaited. Alright, I'm off of that road, but I don't think my troubles are over yet. That was flat out 7 or 8 miles. The worst riding of my life. Absolute disaster. This is not the trip that I was hoping for. To top it all off, a lingering ITB pain in my knee was beginning to flare up. How to kick a man when he's down. And now my knee is blown out. I've never been so thankful in my life to be back on a bike path. That was a disaster. That was the worst riding experience of my life. Traffic hell. Never ever ever take those roads. Never. I'll put them up on the screen. By all means, avoid. That was an absolute disaster of a ride. I'm so close to my overnight stop. Thankfully I'm back on this trail and I can relax just a little bit. This has been a nightmare of a day. So glad it's almost over. Oh, never again. Never, ever, ever. I did what I could to nurse the knee back into shape and headed into downtown Fredericksburg to start off another day in the saddle. Alright, let's give this a go, see how it goes. With each revolution, my knee was hurting, but I kept pushing on as I made my way along Lee Drive and its historic battlefields. This road is what is keeping me in the game right now. This is exactly the type of start that I needed to this ride this morning. Beautiful Lee Drive through this park. Quiet, relaxed riding. This is so much better than yesterday's craziness. Oh yeah. And the knee is hanging in there just, but I am sticking on. Whew. I really want to go on this road. I don't trust these signs anymore. Sure enough, there was one last busy stretch of road that I needed to navigate, but at least this one had some shoulders. Fortunately, things were about to get a whole lot better as I made my way into the countryside between Fredericksburg and Richmond. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. This is the type of road that I was looking for all day long yesterday. I even managed to sniff out one of the only gravel sections that you'll find in this part of the world. And believe me, I made sure to soak up each minute of riding along this stretch. Finally. This is why I prefer to ride on the gravel. Yes. I can finish this thing. Let's do this. I'm almost there. I think this is the point where I know I can get it done. I have to get it done. Almost there. Let's finish this up. Get to Richmond and that Richmond Zwift course. Almost there! I can't believe I made it. Already gone. Good morning, I was sitting in that hotel room and I did not know how in the world I was going to ride this distance. And here we are in Richmond. Next turnoff will be onto the Zwift course. Here it is. The brick roads that we know so well. We're onto it. This is it. One of the famous traffic circles that you find in the game. Round we go. Yes. Nice. Now, if you know your course on Zwift, there's another one coming up, and there it is. On the Brick Roads section of this course. We did it! Washington DC to the real life Richmond Zwift course. There it is, Virginia capital, right here in Richmond. I did it. I got it done. Oh wow, this feels so good. I did not expect to actually finish this ride. Washington DC to Virginia capital. There was one last part of the Zwift course that I simply had to include in this ride. If you've ever ridden the virtual Richmond course, then these train bridges should be a good indication of where I was headed. That's right, the famous cobblestone climb up Libby Hill would serve as the grand finale to this adventure. Here we go. I think I've done this much quicker in the game on the cobblestones, heading up Libby Hill. Woo! Yes! And you do the top. There it is, Libby Hill. This ride challenged me on so many levels, and getting to that overlook felt incredibly rewarding. So many lessons were learned on how to dig deep to get the job done despite a constant stream of challenges. That was one heck of a ride.